Hiya, my name's Charlie and welcome to my channel and welcome to my weekly reads. How are you guys this week? Have you had good weeks? Let me know in the comments below. It's been kind of like getting back into the swing of things because obviously, it's been a good week, but I think the theme of this week has been just like exhaustion, but I'll get into that in a bit. So I'll talk about my weekly reads. This is why we're here. I haven't actually finished any books this week, so I'm now currently, as I'm filming, it was Saturday as always, and I'm about 300 pages in, which I think last time I spoke to you I was about 100 pages. So yeah, I've read about 200 pages this week. I was hoping to read more, but as I told you last week, like I've been getting headaches when I read. That is easing off slowly, so I feel like I can, but I don't know whether that's because I'm still only reading small chunks because I'm scared of getting the headaches now, or whether it's because the headaches are just going. So we'll see. I'm going to try and have like a day where I can try and read a bit in bigger chunks tomorrow, so hopefully I can try and get a big chunk of this done. I'm hoping to finish this by next weekend, and then I've still got loads of time for my Charlie books, because for the literary Doris along. So I've obviously got 2 books for the literally Doris along this month, which is, we're reading Indisputably Doris and Doris Ahoy. They're both very short books, so I'm sure I will have time. But yeah, hopefully I will finish this week. I'll read you some, I'll just look on my thing. So yeah, my thoughts on this week's reads. So with Nickleby, I was going to say, alright, this is what I was going to talk about. So with Nickleby, the thing I wanted to talk to you guys about that I've been noticing that I've been loving this week with the book is the relationship between Nicholas, the main character, and another character called Smike. And Smike is like sort of portrayed as like a younger, sort of more sort of sickly type, like he's very poorly character. And I just love that he's like, basically Nicholas takes care of Smike, and they're very, very cute together. Like it's a very like I'll read you a quote that I've got that I'll put up on screen that I've got here. So anyway, there's a scene between Nicholas and Smike where Nicholas is just being really protective of Smike, and Nicholas says this, and he says, "The word which separates us," said Nicholas, grasping him heartily by the shoulder, "shall never be said by me, for you are my only comfort and stay. I would not lose you now, Smike, for all the world could give. The thought of you has upheld me through all I have endured today, and shall through 50 times and such trouble. Give me your hand. My heart is linked to yours. We will journey from this place together before this week is out. What if I am steeped in poverty? You lighten it, and we will be poor together." So you can see, like, Nicholas is very protective of Smike. It is very sweet. I just loved it. I just love it. And then there's another bit a little bit later, again with Smike, which made me chuckle because it's like a sort of little bit of a lighter moment between them. And it was basically about Smike's memory. So Nicholas is talking to Smike about Nicholas is asking Smike if he has a good memory, and this is Smike's reply. So he says, have you a good memory?" says Nicholas. "I don't know," said Smike, shaking his head sorrowfully. "I think I had one once, but it's all gone now. All gone." "Why do you think you had it once?" asked Nicholas, turning quickly upon him, as though the answer in some way helped him out of the purport of his question. "Because I could remember when I was a child," said Smike, "but this is very, very long ago, or at least it seems so." But basically, it just kind of made me chuckle because of the fact that, of him saying about like how he thinks he had a good memory once. I don't know, it was kind of cute. I liked it. I enjoyed it, so I took a picture of it. And also I can relate because, you know, sometimes my memory isn't always the best, so as you guys probably all know. So that is all my thoughts with basically with Nicholas Nickleby this week. Also, I've just like more thoughts are that the villain of the piece, which I'm guessing you guys, will you all know who this villain is? I did not realise who the villain was initially when I started reading it. The villain of the piece is Ralph, and this is like very famously known. Apparently Ralph Nickleby is a villain, and the more I started reading it, I obviously gathered why. but it took me a little bit of a while. I was like messaging Charlie as always and Emily from Novel Novels and was like, Ralph's the villain, isn't he? He's really not very nice. And they were like, yeah, Charlie, he's the villain. Like, I'm so slow on the uptake of that. It's made me laugh. What else? Yeah, and also Nicholas has a sister called Lucy, and I really, really like her. So even though the mother in this kind of like annoyed me a little bit this week when I was reading a little bit of it, which again, if you read it, I don't want to give spoilers. Speaking of spoilers, I'm not going to tell you anything, but I'm not going to give you a spoiler, but I accidentally gave a spoiler to Emily this week. So, sorry Em, that was an accident. We kind of laughed about it. I thought she'd read a bit further because she's reading Nicholas Nickleby as well, but she's like miles ahead. She'll be probably done by the time you've watched this. Anyway, so I messaged her something that I thought she knew, but she didn't know it. I'm sorry, Emily. I'm very sorry. Demon Copperhead. So we talk about Demon Copperhead. I'm also still reading that. I think hopefully I shall be finished that hopefully in the next few days. I really haven't had much time to listen to it as much as I would have liked. I think I've got I've maybe got like 8 hours left on my audiobook. So really, I should be able to crack on with it and get it done soon. I haven't got a whole lot more thoughts on it other than like I'm still enjoying it. I don't know whether I told you guys before. This is set in the southern Appalachian Mountains, and it talks about the opioid crisis as well as being a David Copperfield retelling. It also talks about the opioid crisis, which at this point in the book that I'm at, no spoilers, is sort of it's ramping up a lot more, and it's sort of obviously very interesting to read about. I think it's well done. I know like I said, there's a few criticisms of this book, but I personally am enjoying it. So yeah, hopefully we'll get this one finished in the next few days, and I'll have another audiobook to talk about. I've got on my borrow box because I put a reserve on Adam Kay's Undoctored. So this is a non-fiction. Again, it's like I think it's the latest non-fiction from Adam Kay. I had quite a long wait. I reserved it quite a few months ago, so it's the audiobook and Adam Kay himself is narrating it, so I think that would be where I head to next. But I've also need to listen to my Sisteralong book, which I might listen to alongside, because obviously non-fiction and fiction you can kind of like, well, it's fine, you can do whatever you want anyway, but I reckon I could probably do that, but we'll see. So those are my sort of currently reads and what I think I'll next read, apart from obviously the Doris books. So that's my thoughts on my reading. In terms of like other things I was going to talk to you about, I wanted to say thank you guys. If you guys have come, I've obviously since the start of February, the 1st of February, I've attended / been part of like 3 live shows. So obviously the first one was on Emily, my sister, Novel Novels channel, for her 1,000 subscriber Q&A. So thank you so much if you came along and natted along with me there. You guys are so lovely. I had the best time like doing the questions with her. And then on Sunday just gone, as you guys would have known because I said about it in my last video, I went along to Victoria, the lovely Victoria from What Victoria Read, and did a live show with her and Daniela for Only for a Page. I'll link all those channels down below, and also all the other Sisteralong lovely ladies. And we had a lovely discussion about the Chloe Brown book, which was just so much fun, and I really enjoyed it. And it was really interesting discussion with them. So if you want to go watch that video, again, I'll link all these live videos, I'll link in the descriptions. And lastly, thank you again everyone that came along and came along for that one, because again, I really enjoyed myself. So thank you for that. And thank you so much, Victoria, for having me on your channel as well. And then obviously more recently on Tuesday night, I went to Charlie's channel. Tuesday, me and Charlie had a lot of talking because we did filming in the day with a video that you will be seeing Wednesday. And then, so we filmed for because me and Charlie always talk for hours and hours. So that was 4 hours worth of filming. And then later on in the evening, we went and did the live show on Charlie's channel again. And I spoke to loads of you guys there as well, which was so much fun. So yeah, that was another 2 hours. So I think we talked for 6 hours on Tuesday, which was a lot for both me and Charlie. But yeah, it was lots of fun. I haven't even edited that video yet for the one we filmed in the day, but yeah, thank you so much again. Thank you, Charlie, for having me on your channel. I always love being on Charlie's channel, talking to you guys on there. So yeah, thank you if anyone has come over and subscribed to me from all the live shows that I've done. I really much appreciate you, and I just, like I said, with all the live shows, it's just so much fun, and it's such a nice chance to just get to talk to you guys. Yeah, I really enjoy them, so hopefully it'd be quite cool to do one on here at some point. There might be plans for that. Would you guys like that? Let me know in the comments below. So yeah, that's that. What else? It was my husband's birthday on Monday and we went out for lunch. We went to GBK. I didn't take any pictures. Or did we take a picture? We did take a picture of ourselves, but you won't want to see that. I was going to take some pictures of the food because I forgot to, but it was really nice food. It was really delicious. We had a very nice time indeed. Yeah, fatigue this week has been quite a lot. I've just been so wiped. I'm sure this is normal after COVID, and sometimes I do like occasionally get fatigue and it hits me really hard and I get wiped out by it, but I think it's been a while since I've had like a flare and things anyway. But I think I feel like this is linked to the COVID. I'm guessing it's linked to the COVID. And plus I've had sinusitis straight after COVID, which wasn't the best. So, but again, I'm all right, but the tiredness is real, the fatigue is real, and it's going to take me a little time to get over. I feel like anytime I do anything, I just do something and then I just need to like sleep after and rest my eyes, because yeah, it's been a lot. I want that to stop. I want that element to stop, but no, there are worse things in the world. Just got to get on with it. What else was I going to say? Drag Race. I always talk to you guys about Drag Race. We watched Drag Race this morning. That was quite a lot of fun. It was the Daytona Wins, like part 2 kind of thing, and I enjoyed it. Because I loved the Daytona Wins, the first one, so much. I was a little bit disappointed with this one, but it was still fun. Mistress was really good. I loved Malaysia. I thought Malaysia should have won. Is that an unpopular opinion? I know she was like, there was like arguments between the girls, but aside from the arguments between the girls, like in terms of the acting, I thought Malaysia was a little bit better. In terms of the winner, out of the two of those two. But also, obviously, I loved, so Marsha and Lucy also I loved, and Anitra I really loved as well this week. They were really strong. I thought them together I know they were in the tops, but again, I guess it was hard to pick a winner this week, I guess. But I say after saying it wasn't my favourite, but hey. Yeah, Jax is I definitely agree about being in the bottom, but Jax's lip sync, I was like, oh my days! That was really amazing. Like how she moved, I was like, oh, gasp. Yeah, I enjoyed that a lot. But yeah, I don't think it was overall. I don't think that this Daytona Wins was as strong as the first Daytona Wins. But maybe it's because of the shock value was over, and so maybe I didn't get all of the references. I don't know. But yeah, that's just my personal thoughts. Let me know what you guys have been reading this week. Let me know what you guys have been up to this week. Sending you guys loads of love. Goodbye.